What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning back in to my point of view. I appreciate everybody that's continuing to rock with me. Anybody new here, please like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Now, I'm going to be honest. It took me some hours to actually start this video. One, because I had to edit an old video that I've been trying to put out for days. But just because the topic about today is basically about man's mental health. And it's Mental Health Month in June. I was supposed to make this video in June, but I was so busy in June. I'm way behind. It's fucking July now, but I'm still going to make it because I still feel like men's mental health is important. But the reason why it took me so long to make this video today was because on the way home, I found out that a good friend of mine died. And it made me just contemplate my own mental health. Don't get me wrong, I'm not about to get depressed or anything like that. I've been dealing with death my whole life. But it just, for one, as you get older, death just hit different. And that's the one thing about getting older, man. You start to lose people left and right, bro. I feel like somebody I know died every 5 seconds, bro. And it was like that when I was younger, but it was like, people was dying from, like, getting car accidents, getting shot. Like, it was messed up, but it was, I was kind of used to that. Man, there's people dying at old age, people that you grew up, like, you never expected to die, even though you know everybody has to die. And the reason why I wanted to figure out a way to incorporate me grieving into man's mental health video. And it took me a while to really just work up the gusto to do that, because talking about somebody who recently passed, and he just died today. So speaking on somebody that just died, it's not easy, especially when you care for them. But I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna push through it. The thing about that makes being a man so hard in general, we're not allowed to be human beings. We have to be Superman. That's just, it is what it is. If you're not Superman, you just a nobody into the rest of the world. We're not allowed to be sad. We're not allowed to be emotional. It's like we're just not allowed to have human being feelings. And I don't get why. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't want any man to be over emotional. But at the end of the day, we're human. You have emotions. We have fear just like everybody else. Do you know how scared you are to say you scared when you a kid? They make it seem like you a straight pussy if you say you scared of something. But we all have fear. Other men know how it is to fear something. Even grown men will tell you as a kid, stop being scary. And you looking like, so you trying to tell me you're not scared of nothing? Do you know how psychologically challenging that is to just go against human instincts and human nature? It's so hard. You got to keep everything bottled up. Everything. Let a man cry. They look at him like he's straight pussy. You know how crazy that is? Like we all don't produce tears. It's wild as hell. And my thing is, I would think that by the older generation of men, obviously going through life and going through grievances and death and other traumas and just overall life stuff, they will reach down to the younger generation and say, you know what, man? It's okay to have emotions. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay. Courage is not being afraid. Courage is facing fears. How can you face a fear if you're not afraid of anything? That's what real courage is. Real courage is getting off your ass and tackling them demons that you're scared to face. You can't teach somebody to be courageous by teaching them not to have fear. You just don't let fear stop you. That's how you become courageous. And you would think more of the elders would reach down to the younger generation and tell them that. Instead, they tell them stop acting like a little girl. What you crying for? You shouldn't be crying. You a man. What? Everybody cries, bro. Everybody feels emotions. Everybody grieves. It's just, man, everybody has fears. You have the right to be nervous. And I just want to, just touch on that, because even though it's starting to become a lot more popular to accept men as basically being human beings, it still doesn't get touched on the way I wanted to get touched on. It doesn't get touched on as frequently, and I still don't feel like it reaches everybody. This video I have might reach somebody else that the rest of the videos didn't reach, man. And coming from a man who's experienced a lot of ups and downs in life, it hits you. It hits you. I done shed tears before. Sometimes people come over some stuff that people might be like, I wouldn't even cry over, but it happens, bro. It's fucked up. Like life is hard. Like life never been easy. And not trying to, I know I say the gender shit a lot, and I try not to like keep up the man versus women stuff, but being a man is 3 times harder in this world than it is to be something else. And that shit just weigh on you. It just beat on you and beat on you and beat on you. And you just gotta deal with it. You gotta walk around smiling. You can't take no days off. You gotta go hard every day, no matter what the fuck you going through. It's terrible. Being a man is no joke. And now that I have a son and I have to raise him to be a man, it's like, damn, I gotta make my son tough enough to be able to withstand the world pressures that's put on him. It's standards of the world to be a man. And that's cool. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a man's man. But bro, we break down too. We get overwhelmed too. Shit get real for us. Just like it get for anybody else. And that's just like, man, if you see a friend of yours, a spouse of yours, a son, a brother or something going through something, bro, let them let it out. I've seen plenty of men cry in front of me. I've never judged them. I've never one time judged a man for crying in front of me. And you know I'm a man. We all try to do our tough shit. Like, man, no, it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't nothing. No, let it out, bro. Fuck you hiding crying for? Nigga, you think I ain't never cried before? That's the thing. Men always trying to act like they don't resonate with other men. Bro, you think I ain't never cried before? You think I never went through something before? Fuck no. I felt the same shit all of us have felt. Let that shit out. I'll never judge a man for crying. I'll never judge you for feeling some type of way, being overwhelmed. I can never judge you for that, because I remember when that was me. Shit, it's still me. Life ain't no joke. And like I said, I was trying to figure out how to work how I was feeling about the death into this video. And it just made me remember as a kid, growing up, right? Well, not that I'm grown, I'm not gonna say growing up, but being an adult, I look at so much stuff I did as a kid, and I'm ashamed of some of the stuff and the things I did and some of the ways I moved. Now that I'm older, it's certain stuff, like certain jokes that I made, I would never think is funny today. I remember when I was younger, because like I said, man, I was so used to death. It was just an everyday occurrence. It wasn't like it was something that, it was nothing new. People die. I'm like, shit, they supposed to die. That's what life, that's the only thing guaranteed in life. Which is true. But it hits different as you get older. Connections is different as you get older. And I used to be wondering, like, when I seen older people still crying about somebody they lost 20 years ago, 30 years ago, I used to be like, get over that shit. Nigga been dead 20 years. Your husband gone, your mama gone, your sister gone. 20 fucking years, you're still crying? And now that I'm older, and I lost people I was real close to, man, that grieving never stopped, bro. It never stops. It's fucked up, but you don't ever get over it. And I was talking to somebody the other night, and I was telling her how, because she was saying traumas and stuff, and we was talking about therapy. I'm pro-therapy. But at the same time, the thing a lot of people expect out of therapy is to not feel a way about something that happened to them, something traumatic. And that's not the case. Therapy doesn't help you hide the memories. It helps you learn how to live with them, because they're not going anywhere. You don't lose trauma. Trauma stays with you for the rest of your life. Think about a scar on your body. If I slice my arm open, even once it's healed, I'm going to have that mark saying this happened to me. Your body doesn't even get rid of its traumas. You think your brain will? That's not how this life works. Certain things you just gonna have to understand. You're gonna have to learn how to live with it. You're never gonna get past it to the point where you just don't forget it. That's a suppressed memory. That usually makes you more fucked up. Therapy brings courage. You have to be courageous to go to therapy. And the reason why? Because you have to unpack all of those demons and traumas and skeletons in your closet. For one, with a complete stranger, and two, with yourself. It's a reason why we bury shit in our past, in our closet, and try not to think about it, because it hurts. You feel it. Therapy would never help you just get over something. And that's why a lot of people think therapy doesn't work, because they're not over it. They still cry about it sometimes. That's normal. It's just the fact that therapy stops it from taking over your life and stops you from being held back and things of that nature. It teaches you the tools to move forward with the trauma. There's no way to get rid of these scars, bro. They're going to be with you for the rest of the life. But guess what? Your skin comes back, and you learn how to have the skin with the scar on it. That's all you do. Your brain repairs itself, but it'll never be the same. That's why you got to give people passes on certain things. Certain traumatic events, bro. And it's a lot of traumatic stuff. When I used to look at it when I was younger, and I couldn't understand why they were going so hard about it, or their mind was so gone about it. And now that I'm older, I understand it. They're human. We're human. Our brains don't just bounce back like you think it do. Especially when you're young. You just feel young and invincible. And, man, you so used to all this, and I'm in the hood. I'm like, man, niggas die. Nigga, we on that. And it's like, bro, that's not what it is. It's not what you think it is. You get older, you start appreciating life a lot more. And as a man, you start being in touch with yourself a lot more. I'm not about to say with your feminine side. I don't consider that feminine. You start being more in touch with yourself. The reason why men make great leaders is because we learn to separate our emotions from everyday life at a young age. We learn how to bottle it up and not move off emotions. That's why we make great leaders. But that's why we die early too. Imagine just going 50, 60 years and with everything bottled up. You think that's a healthy life? No. It's not healthy at all. That's why men tend to die earlier. We go through the stress will kill you, man. The stress of trying to just keep up this image, like you're just this superhuman all day, will kill you every time. And it does, quite frequently, to be honest. Just remember, man, we all human. We all go through stuff. Fuck what you got between your legs. You gonna grieve the same way everybody else grieve. It's gonna hurt to lose somebody just like it hurt everybody else to lose somebody. That doesn't change. I promise you it doesn't change. And take it from a person that's always been the tough guy. You know what I'm saying? Not tough on some trying to be tough and arguing with people, but tough on I've always been able to control my emotions, bro. I know I lost a lot of people and it hit, but it just be like, what's new? That ain't me no more. Tell you that, I feel it. I feel it every time now, man. And like I said, I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or it's because I've seen a lot more in life or I have a lot more respect for life. But I see it. I feel it. I'm human. But just remember, man, stay strong, but don't pretend to be strong. You are allowed to be, I don't want to say weak, but you're allowed to be vulnerable. As a man, you're allowed to be vulnerable. And if anybody tell you different, fuck them. Point blank, period. Fuck them. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Turn on your post notifications. I appreciate everybody for watching to the end. RP my dog Bass. I appreciate everybody. I'm out.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began.